to get distracted. Man, I don't want to get distracted. Please. For a split second, man. Oh my god, man.
Yeah.
What, only 2.5 years ago? 3 years ago?
Yeah.
It's just funny how people just grow, man. Things has changed.
Yeah.
It's just like we used to just party all the time back then, but now hardly. Yeah, you know, as life gets more serious, you know, you just have to just discipline yourself a bit more. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
So literally, it's just focusing a lot more, and you know, stakes get higher, man. That's just what it is.
People start having children, you got bills to pay. And it's just...
No children.
Oh yeah. No oh okay.
Oh no, not for me. I'm looking for a wife, but no kids. No kids.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that.
Yeah.
One of the movies that you was in. You know, I'm gonna say.
Which movie I was in? I'm on. Oh yeah.
I want to get into that. I want to get into that now, but remember, there was times where I remember we lived there, and you remember that one time when the fire alarm went off, like at 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh, you remember that?
And
noise?
everybody had to come out there. That was painful, man. That hurt. Just me and my whole. That was
the noise.
Yeah, the noise just was loud, man.
Yeah.
I had to rush out. Oh my god, yeah. Everybody had to stand outside and everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Caught a few people outside in the PJs.
Yeah.
A few people looking like, you know, unrecognizable. Like,
yeah, honestly.
For real. Yeah. Like, great times. But no, literally, man, we're here now. Dizgeneration. This is our second interview. And I'm here with my guy, FUNSHO. How you doing, man?
How's it going, Lee, man?
Nice.
My guy from a long time, man.
Yeah, it's been a
years
while.
now.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm glad I stayed in contact with you as well.
No, for real, everything happens for a reason, man. Everything for real.
Yeah.
So it's good we're here now.
That's it. Because you know, I've actually like me and Thea, we've been like working on this platform from a while now, doing promotion videos.
Yeah.
But what we really wanted to do, we wanted to get started right now. And what Dizgeneration is Dizgeneration inspires all by shining the light on the stars of today and tomorrow.
Okay.
So that's what it is.
I like it.
You like
I'm definitely with it. That's why I'm here, man.
Nice.
I know greatness when I see it, so
yeah.
I thought definitely why not come and do like my first interview. I've turned down I think like an interview before, but this is actually my first official interview. So
right. Yeah, man. And you know, we wanted to interview some of the young people that are doing things, working on their craft, and actually gonna be a star one day. Like when I see your what you're doing online, the films that you've been in, that I see you do a lot of like improv videos. I see you putting work out there.
thank you, man. You know, it's just all part of paying dues, just everything.
Yeah.
Literally, I mean, when I threw up those improv videos onto my Instagram, those were actually for self-tapes that I sent off to directors for actual roles, for actual films that, you know, that I didn't get. I think maybe one of them I got, but I think there was like 3 of them that I didn't get, I sent off, and they were taken, they loved it, but I think I didn't get picked maybe through different reasons, like maybe the look or age and stuff like that, but they blown away by those videos, so I thought I might as well just post them and show people, because before that I'd only posted up like my achievements and stuff and just things that I've been in, but nobody ever saw the process of what I do for a self-tape, but actually what I do for an audition. So it's actually a lot of work, so that's why I put it out.
That's it, yeah. And I see you doing a lot of things out there, but I wanted to start off before we get into like what you do and your craft. I wanted to ask, because me and FUNSHO actually went university together, University of Greenwich, studied business management. We had a lot of great times. I remember our first, I think our first lecture, I can't remember what it was for. It was, introduction to business functions. And it was with that lecturer, Maria. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, I think I always used to turn up halfway late, right? That was my thing. I think that's how everybody got to know me first, because I used to be the guy that would just turn up literally like halfway. I think that's what they. I remember that first one.
I remember one of the first lectures, we used to like always sit, towards the back in the corner.
Yeah.
We got kicked out, remember? I think
was it me, another guy?
Yeah, it was me as well.
Yeah, I remember we got kicked out for making noise, right?
That's it, making noise.
We were talking at the back. Oh yeah.
She pointed us out. She said, "Guys, stop." She kept telling us, "Stop talking." We kept on talking, and she said, "Okay, guys, you gotta leave. You gotta leave."
I was like, honestly, I was shocked. Nah, I've never liked any of them lecturers, any of them tutors. So if they're seeing this interview in the future now, I never liked any of you. I'm not coming back to do any inspirational speech and supporting, saying that you guys were supportive. You guys were not supportive, man. I think you guys hated me from the start, man.
But you're actually graduating this year, aren't
you? Yeah, well, yeah.
Well done, man. I'm glad to hear that.
Thank you, man. Thank you. It was very tough. I've never been academic. So basically, I fought my way through education, especially with, acting and music being what I do first. Yeah. With the acting thing. So I always put my acting and my creative side first. That was my business. Yeah. So I put that first and further education second. So pulling through really was quite hard. I've been through a lot of quite ups and downs on the academic side as well, in the university and stuff. With particular tutors, and some teachers would pass me, and then there'll be one particular teacher that just has something against me, and will give me like 1 mark off from passing and silly stuff like that. But I never really let those kind of things get me down, because I always knew where I was going, and I always knew I would never let a piece of paper stop me from getting to where I want to be, which is being a very well-known good actor and soul artist.
That's it. So like, how would you describe like your university experience, especially the first year, through the trials and tribulations?
I think with that side of things, I found it quite fun at certain parts. I was making a lot of sacrifices from a very early age. So because I actually was an actor before I came to university, and I knew I wanted to do music as well. So I would disappear a lot when a lot of people would call me out to come and do certain things, and when we go to certain parties, I would disappear and go and look for representation in central London. I would actually hand out my acting CVs hand to hand to agents in central London, almost never done before, at least in 2018, in 2015, these new days. So I think with that, I still enjoyed, I think, the first year of like university and stuff. I experienced new things, liking, kind of falling in love for the first time, and liking a girl for the first
feelings.
Yeah, like catching feelings for a girl for the first time. Yeah. Getting your heart broke for the first time. Just realizing it, and coming across so many different types of people for the first time. In university,
a lot of personalities there.
Yeah, a lot of personality, a lot of people with very different views. I think a lot of people in university didn't really maybe sometimes take what I did serious, even though I would talk about it, except for a couple of the girls that I would be speaking to, a particular girl in particular, but but
sounds personal.
Yeah, but I think a lot of the other people I would talk to, they would kind of shrug it off a bit, make jokes about it, and then until when I started actually getting signed for the first time, people started getting quiet. You know, and when you achieve something and people low key, they know they've been kind of a bit hating on the lows. Like
that's how they are. Yeah,
they get silent a little bit. Then I started getting my first role and stuff. You know, the first role I did when I was 19, it won numerous awards.
Wicked.
So,
which film was that one?
That was Balcony.
Balcony. Yeah. So yeah, before we get into the films that you was in, I want to like still keep on the university experience.
Of course, yeah.
How would you like to those that are like in university at the moment or thinking of going to university? Do you think there was things in particular from university that you learned that you're applying in your craft of acting?
Yeah, 100%. I think with university, first of all, it's an experience that I think obviously I think maybe could be good to experience. Whether you decide to stay fully or drop out, whatever your path is. But definitely being for those who may have not lived on their own before and were living with families, obviously you're living on your own for the first time, different things. I think it teaches you how to almost be an adult and how to adapt to different situations.
Definitely.
You know, so I think you agree with that as well. I mean, I think with university that's what it kind of did. I think it gave me life skills. So the life skills that I say would have learned from university is kind of how to be kind of strong, like I was talking about. Obviously, most people, when you go to university for the first time, 18, you probably experience love for the first time, experience making a vast amount, a lot of friends and stuff. It teaches
like presentations and
different and understanding how different types of people work, and for whatever workforce you get into after that, it teaches you life skills, of how to be formal, how to be casual. I think we're having this conversation yesterday. Having that switch of knowing your surroundings. So definitely, I would say it gives people life skills.
It's like, when sometimes for me as well, like personally, because I went to university, it's like, when you have a group, what do you call it? A group class. Not a group class, but like a group project, that's it. And you have to work on an essay as a group, like 5. It's like, when you go to meet that group, sometimes it can be, like you said yesterday, it can be very informal where people are making jokes and not taking it seriously. But it's like, I feel like what I learned is being able to switch and say, okay, we can joke, but we need to get the job done. We need to get this essay done. Of course, like looking at pictures of Samuel Jackson online, and we can do all that, but we need to get we need to get a first. I understand. No, I do agree with you. I mean what else can I say that I probably learned from my university experience? It kind of prepared me a lot for maybe being prepared for unfairness in the real world. Reality, apart from meeting strange people in regards to the students, or maybe weird girls acting strange with you or getting your heart broken or whatever, I think, it teaches you with the people that are in control of your actual results and stuff. You're gonna meet corrupt teachers. Like I remember I came across a particular teacher who threatened to mark people's papers down if you came late to a class. That shouldn't be allowed at all.
It shouldn't be allowed, but it's unfortunate that there is a reality that a lot of people don't know about within these further institutions and obviously these corporate places of course. that there is a corruptness. You know, a teacher shouldn't be able to do that. But there's a lot of arrogance and there's a lot of egos with these tutors and these people and these university institutions that you don't know about.
Yeah, abusing their powers.
Yeah, abusing their powers. You know, sometimes a particular teacher may not just even be fond of you, maybe because you do turn up late to a class, or maybe because you talk or whatever. She can make that show in your grades or whatever. And it's just being prepared for that unfairness and being prepared to win through all of those despairs.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say that.
Oh, yeah, I get where you're coming from there, that point. So I wanted to ask, you know, obviously when you was at university, at what point while you was at university did you actually, because I remember you saying yesterday that you started your acting career when you were 17, isn't it?
Properly, yeah. I was doing acting before that as a kid, but on and off. But you know how kids are, 14, 15, 16, it's easy to fall off with no guidance.
Yeah.
So 17 is when I fully started properly.
Right.
Yeah.
So you started properly at 17 and you still went through the UCAS application for university.
Yeah.
But you still had that idea in the back of your mind. You still had that idea in the back of your mind that you want to focus on your craft of acting while you was at university.
Yeah.
Right.
I had that. Reason being, the truth is that I knew to further my acting career, I would need more money.
Yeah.
The best way to do that, I believe, was to be in university.
Yeah.
University, the truth is, it funded my acting career. Sorry to the government. To the what do they call them? The people who keep control of the loans and stuff. Yeah, sorry, man. I used that university loan to fund my acting career, man, but it worked.
He has to pay you back anyways. When he gets his big money, contact him.
I'm not.
You probably change your whole identity.
Yeah, oh my God.
My name is Tom John Lee or something.
So you changed my name completely, man. Don't worry, man. But that's just the truth, and I would encourage many other students and many other people chasing a dream to get it by any means, within reason, obviously. And that's just how I chose to do it, and it worked really. Helped me to get my first ever show reel done.
Yeah.
You know, helped me to get on Spotlight, helped me to do a lot of other things, get my photo shoots done,
Yeah.
get signed. Yeah.
That's it really. This question for university.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, for those people that are out there who are deciding, you know, what careers to pursue, what avenues to go down, what advice can you give to those young people to actually find their passion and find their dream and follow their dream? What advice can you give them?
My advice to those people would be 100% to not follow fashion, and to 100% go with what's in your gut. Don't do something because your parents want you to do it.
Right.
Don't do something just because your friends may judge you of doing it. So 100% follow what your gut tells you and follow your instinct. That's the same thing with me, with what I did. I knew that this acting thing was going to work. I knew that music is what I wanted to do as well. So that's what I went for, and I didn't let anybody judge me. I didn't let anybody's judgments bother me.
Yeah.
The same people who judge me were the same people telling me congratulations when I landed certain roles, when I got signed to, you know.
Kind of tables turn.
Yeah, the tables do turn, man. The same people who kind of, maybe, I wouldn't say made fun of me or teased me, but, you know, maybe teased a little bit and said, oh, it's not really going to work, or, you know, let's not do that, you know. How many people make it? How many people do this? You know, the same people who did that were the same people telling me congratulations when I got certain stuff, you know. I worked with Oscar-nominated actors at age 21. I've got a film in 5 different states of America. All these different things, and all these people, they don't have much to say now. So anybody out there looking to do big things with your life, please don't let anybody's judgments hinder your process. Just do what you need to do You don't need to answer to anybody.
I love that. Bullying in schools or even outside of schools.
I think a lot of people would say that the answer to that is awareness, but I don't think it's necessarily awareness. I think it's more putting action into things. I think we need to start teaching these kids. I think a lot of people, in terms of schools and stuff, you know, people talk about awareness. People post up these posters and stuff about, oh, bullying is wrong, everything. You know, everybody knows bullying is wrong. You know, people do ignorant things knowing that they're ignorant. I think that more action needs to be putting into trying to change the mindset of people. You know, it's not about bringing awareness, it's about trying to change the mindset of kids as well. You know, a lot of these kids, they're misguided and they do need guidance. The problem is 2018 is that there's not enough guidance into these kids. I don't necessarily want to say discipline, because, you know, maybe grounding a kid or slapping a kid is maybe not really always the best way to guide someone. I'm talking about real guidance and people actually spending time to talk to these kids and you know, put wisdom into them, instill wisdom into them. I think a lot of people spend time judging kids when they do things wrong rather than actually trying to help change the reason why, you know, why they think this way, why they do the things that they do. And that can only be done by guidance and people actually spending more time in talking to these kids and less judgment and more actually helping and teaching these kids.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. You know, I think as well what would be a good solution is even having a subject that focuses around like bullying and the problems of bullying. And also as well, I feel personally when I was in school, and I never used to, I never used to bully no one, but there was friends of mine that did used to bully others. And me personally, I've seen people in certain groups that aren't necessarily doing the bullying, but they're letting it happen. Yeah. And they're just as worse. They're just as bad. Yeah. So I feel like there needs to be some sort of like implementation or strategy to say, okay, if any kid does get bullied or picked on, the kids that are actually witnessing it happen need to actually take action, or need to tell a teacher, or need to stop it from happening. Yeah, that's what I feel. Because too many people are just letting it happen.
Yeah. But the truth is, these institutions, these schools, you know, they don't spend enough time actually trying to take action and actually trying to guide and discipline these kids. What they spend too much time on is
SAT, GCSE results.
Too much. I think it's a problem in a lot of places. I mean, I can't speak for the States. I don't know how they operate over there too tough, but I can speak in the UK. I think that I was actually having this conversation, I think, with a director the other day, and we were talking about the fact that they rely too much on results and put too much pressure on these kids of, you know, maths and what is pi and all these stupidly difficult, you know, stupid science and all of these things that these students are not going to use in life, you know. Instead of teaching kids about, you know, having good credit and stuff like that, and actually teaching things that these kids will actually use in real life. You know, you're spending time focusing so much on maths and science and all these other, you know, subjects that, to be honest, once they hit about 18, 19, they're not really going to be using anymore in the real world at all. So I do think that they need to focus more on actually real life situations, which I think will help bullying and other different aspects along that within schools.
Yeah, I think as of recently they've had like there's subjects around that sort of topic. Like I study sociology, and I don't know if you know about that subject, but it encourages a lot of like critical thinking skills and applying things to the real world, things that are actually happening right now. So those sort of subjects, I can see people like me still applying that now.
Of course.
Critical thinking skills.
I think sociology is a good subject. I think they need to possibly give these kids more of an option of what they can study in school and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, generally how I feel is academics is not a result of how intelligent you are too.
I mean, okay, yeah, I can see where you're coming from there, because you could have an A star and everything, but at the same time, when you go out in the real world, you might not be able to
apply those things into how you can actually make money and make a living.
Yeah, so you need a balance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's plenty of, let's say, first class graduates that to be honest maybe don't know what they're doing at all.
Yeah.
You know, that don't know what they're doing in life. They don't really know a direction to go to. The only thing they knew how to do was possibly open a book and read it.
That's
and
it.
apply that. I mean,
That's
there's
it.
a lot more in the real world that you need to be able to do.
Yeah, because you know, like for me personally, like I started work at 16. I worked in Iceland in Catford when I was 16.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you've been paying dues from early.
Early I've been working.
You've been doing it. I respect it, man,
Yeah.
because I love stuff like that. I mean, it's probably made you the man that you are today.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, when I'm on a till and I'm a customer complain about, say for example, the burgers are, say like there's a problem with the freezer.
Yeah.
The burgers are all soggy now, and they're coming to me complaining. At first, I'm like, what do I do? What do I say? Call the manager? But eventually, like, after weeks of working, I knew how to handle, like, with people.
By yourself,
customers.
yeah.
Yeah, but they don't necessarily, like, teach you those things in school. They want to teach you, like, trigonometry, Shakespeare, which is cool, but it's not really the life skills, you know?
They don't teach enough life skills.
Yeah.
You see, with like your experience, that you essentially had to go out into the real world yourself at that age to actually get those life skills.
Yeah.
To be honest, they should be helping you in school with those sort of situations.
Exactly. So moving on to your next film, short film, Brian. I love that film.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
you guys should check that out, Brian.
Yeah, check it out. It's on IMDb right now. Let's check it out online. That's one of my projects you can actually watch online. The rest are in the cinemas and stuff like that. So this one you can actually watch. Very interesting, man. It's a surreal comedy.
You know, I wish it was longer. I wish it was a longer film. When I saw the time, I was like, I need longer.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, it was a good film, and you play the main character too, which I like.
Yeah.
Main character.
I'll tell you a story about that, man. The how that film actually came about was I went to drama school with this other actor, and we kind of clicked. We were always making jokes in drama class and just having a lot of fun together. We just clicked as like friends. And a few years later, he changed his path of being an actor to a director. I stayed acting, and once he saw the kind of stuff he was doing, he already had his own team of like directors and producers. So he had this idea of a character, Brian, a very awkward guy. And he says that, you know, I have the ability to play this. And I went to school with someone who was exactly like the character I'm playing. So it was so...
Brian?
No, his name wasn't Brian, man. His name wasn't Brian, but it was very easy for me to play because I used to mimic the way he used to act.
Oh, okay.
In a good way, because we were actually kind of cool. And I just used to mimic at home to myself. like the way he used to behave, and me and my friends also used to mimic it. And years later, I actually ended up playing that character.
Wow, so you was actually practicing for that role without even knowing?
Without even knowing.
Wow. That's a story, man.
Yeah, man. It was. I loved playing that character, man.
Yeah.
It's
The funniest bit is when obviously when you was opening the door and you was talking, you said something about, you know, private parts. You said, I meant to say umbrella or something. And you closed the door.
That was yeah. In that particular scene, I had to in that particular whole film anyway. I'm an awkward character that likes a woman for the first time, but obviously I've never been with a woman before in the character, so I'm very kind of awkward with her because I'm naturally an awkward person in that character myself. So that's just what makes it really, really funny.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm essentially playing a character that you could deem as maybe autistic.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see those.
So I literally had to play like an autistic character that likes a girl for the first time, but he's never been with a woman before. So that the combination of all those things is what made it hilarious, man.
But the things he said, like, is that realistic? Like, can I use that as a chap, like, and still, you know, get in? Or will I end up in handcuffs? Like, okay, it's a police station, you know, because he said some real things.
It is crazy. I mean,
and he wasn't, it's not like, you know, you were trying to be funny, it's just...
It was literally just the way I had to be, literally. You know, don't try that in real life, man. No. If you guys watch Brian, don't try what I did in Brian in real life, man. Don't do that, please.
Yeah, don't, because
you might just get arrested or just completely turned down.
999.
Yeah.
That's it.
Don't worry, I'm real smooth when it comes to the ladies in real life.
Oh, so you're not like...
No, I'm not that guy, man. I'm not that character at all. I'm very smooth, man.
I could tell you was, because back in first year he was, you know, in a lecture.
See.
I don't have to talk about that, but that's what you do.
I was trying to do.
Yeah, he was definitely doing the thing. But you know, Brian, I feel like that would be good as a TV series.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm still very close to that director now, so you never know. Brian could turn into a TV series. There is definitely some news coming amongst. There is going to be some more independent, you know, projects that you guys are going to be able to watch frequently. You know, we've got the networking connections there and everything, and we could have something out this year regarding that, man.
Yeah, working hard. Check that out as well.
Yeah, my show reel, that's on YouTube.
I saw it on. You sent me the clip actually.
Yeah, you can actually check that on YouTube right now. It's got an American scene in it. It's quite good, man. Very, it's something you would enjoy a lot, man. And the show reel is just something you need to that actors put on their profiles for directors to see and stuff like that. But mine's also on YouTube and all over social media. So go check that out, man. My favorite thing in that is definitely the American scene where I was playing a personal assistant. So go check that out for real, man.
Yeah, and I want to say, like, the acting, like, for me, watching that clip, the acting was really, like, way brilliant, and I'm telling you, man.
Thank you, man, Levi, man. Thank you.
Yeah, like, from the facial expressions, the body language, like the voice, it was good, you know what I mean? Like, the way you applied pressure on him, you know what I mean? Really applied pressure. And you ended up blackmailing him, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, my character ended up blackmailing him. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Everything, even from, like, you know, the little head, the little nod, you know, are you bribing me? You know, the twist, are you bribing me?
Yeah, that little, are you bribing me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
Everything was, yeah. How long did it take you to like practice for that role? Do you think?
I think I did that for maybe like a month, because you know when you're getting your show reel done, the director sends you the script from a while back. So I think I got the script maybe in March or April, and April rather, and then filmed it in May. So yeah, I had quite a bit of a while. The accents, I've always practiced in my accent, so the American accent's quite easy for me these days, along with some other accents. So I was
you
practicing.
do like French, African accent.
Yeah, I did that one. I've done French. I've done how many different? I think I've done all of the American accents. I've done the French African accents. I've done the Nigerian accents. I've done
Nigerian.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you could do that for the? Like a Nigerian?
You know, everybody knows what a Nigerian accent is now. Come on, man. Yeah, everybody knows what that is now. Everybody knows the Nigerian accent. Everybody makes fun of them all the time, isn't it? I mean, everybody just knows, but I think, with the American accent, I think from early in my career, I've been trying to make the crossover. So even before I had an international film, I was practicing my American accents and stuff, so that, you know, when I go walk into an audition room, they can't ever say to me, his accent's off, we can't pick him. Nah.
Because you've been practicing for a while.
So
so that's how you're able to just do different roles, because you've been practicing from way back.
And I just don't stop training because I'm too
advanced, man.
I need it. This is what I do, so there's no turning back now. You just have to be the best at what you do. One of the best at what you do.
And now you're on the international scale, isn't it?
Now.
How does that feel being not even just UK, international?
Yeah, I loved it, man. Still got goals to reach, obviously, but I was very excited, man. When Moret went to the Tribeca Festival in New York, I called one of my friends straight that same day, screaming on the phone. I was happy, man, because, you know, that was almost like the first time I've kind of properly made that international, you know, my face is actually international now. Jay-Z's new film was also Tribeca selected. Yeah, he's got a new documentary about Trayvon Martin.
Really?
Yeah, cool. It's called literally Trayvon Martin.
I need to check that out.
Yeah, you know, his film got Tribeca selected, and mine was one of the films to get Tribeca selected. Nice. We beat 5,000 contestants.
What film was that for?
This was Moret. Yeah, Moret was, I think they picked 50-something films out of about 5,000 submissions.
And Moret was top 50?
And Moret made it.
What, first? Or
no, not first, but in one of the submissions to get into the festival.
Oh,
yeah.
That's big, man, out of 5,000. Wow.
Yeah, out of about 5,000.
Must have been a good feeling knowing that you was in that.
Yeah.
Played a role in that.
I was happy, man.
So that's something like you've got under your portfolio to say, I've got awards for this.
Yeah, now I can, now when I talk to directors, I say that I am an international actor. So I've recently got in contact with some people from Florida. I did some self-tapes for them. They wanted to give me the role, but the only thing is that they were a voluntary company and they didn't really have money to pay for actors' flights and hotels and send them, because it was like a voluntary project. So, you know, if they were paying, I would be in Florida right now, man. Literally. But I had to,
This is good stuff, man. I tell you, man. You're doing things like more than I even thought. Like, this is exactly what Dizgeneration is, you know, looking for the stars of like you are. I can tell you for sure you're gonna be a star soon. Like,
thank you, man.
Very soon. You know what I mean? From what you're doing, you're on the right path.
Thank you very much, man.
Yeah.
Just staying humble and just grinding with it, still paying dues, but we're gonna get there very soon, man.
Yeah.
I promise you guys that, before this summer's over, we'll have some more big news for you guys, man. Definitely, man.
And even you've got a film coming up. It's a big one.
Man.
When I looked at that cast, I was thinking,
a lot more stars than I thought, man.
way back. Stars that I've done
On an international scale. On a big international scale.
And you're in that cast.
Yeah. I made it to that cast, yeah.
And you done a scene with, is it Adam Deacon?
And Josh Burdick, yeah.
Wow, man. That's amazing.
Very, very, very surprising stuff, man. That whole process of me being in that film and everything.
So could you tell us like what you told me yesterday about like when you first recognized that you was in that film with Adam Deacon on set?
Yeah, so basically, obviously,
Yeah.
I've been watching the likes of like Adam Deacon and stuff for years.
Yeah.
So and obviously he's a star as well on an international scale.
Yeah.
So when I was in the actor's room, the actual fact is that I never actually checked the list of the cast. So when I'm in a film, basically, I just go and do my work and I don't really worry about who's going to be in it and stuff. So I walk into the actor's room now and I'm sitting down just having a conversation with a couple of other big actors. And Adam Deacon walks in. So I look at him once, I look away, I was like, no way, this isn't him. I was like, you're not in the same film. Because my particular scene, we was waiting for the actor that was actually going to be playing the exact, that was going to be in the scene with me. So no way did I think it's Adam Deacon because I just didn't even check the cast list of anybody who's going to be there. So I walk in, I was like, oh. I said, you can't be that character. I'm like, I'm in the scene with you. So we're doing this together. And he's like, yeah, man. It's like, literally. And I was shocked. And I just stood against the wall and I was just thinking about my life. I was like, God works in mysterious ways because so many surprising things have happened to me despite the amount of losses I've taken in my life. A lot of surprising things have happened to me that I have to be kind of grateful for. I just didn't know. So when he walked in and found out we were gonna be in the exact same scene together, I was shocked. So shocked.
Did you did you almost lose track of like what you was there for?
Nah,
you still kept calm.
One thing about me is that I've never really been. I wouldn't say I'm a guy that maybe gets starstruck. I'm more a guy that maybe gets shocked. Like, oh wow, I'm in the vicinity with this person or that person. So I stayed like concentrating on what I was there for and everything, but just had a little bit of a conversation with the people there and literally just kept it normal.
That's it.
Just kept it normal, literally.
Yeah, because I'd imagine like, in being in that situation, such a formal setting, like you're at work, so there's no time for Adam Deacon, I see you in adulthood. I've been watching that.
I've been watching you for 10 years. Oh damn! I was like, no man, we're here to go and do a job.
Yeah, we're here to work.
We all shook hands together with everybody on the set, and then just all went home, man. And then literally, networking's important, man. Like I said, with 2 roles actually, a role that I got for Brian was actually due to networking and staying in contact with somebody that I was in drama school with. And apart from that, I've been to networking events on quite a regular basis. And a new project that I've actually, for a role that I've landed for later this month, was actually through a natural networking event in the BFI in Waterloo. People that I met there, they saw Brian online and actually hired me for a role in that project. So network, network at the right places. Sometimes networking with the wrong people can be a waste of time, so make sure you do network correctly, man. Don't go to somewhere just for the sake of it. Go there with a purpose and find places that are actually providing a purpose. So if you're talking about networking events, or and stick with serious people, and you just never know about the future. So you don't know, any breakthrough that you're expecting in anything you're doing maybe could be through someone that you've met before. So
I love that. Yeah. And finally, I wanted to ask: have you got any other projects coming up that you can tell the people to look out for?
There's one project that I've got coming up, said end of the month, or towards the end of the month. That's a small role that I've landed in, like a kind of like a suspense film, and that should be quite fun. I'm playing quite a character that's quite in suspense, I think.
Mysterious.
Yeah, quite mysterious. I'm actually gonna be knitting in it. So that's different. Yeah. I'm gonna be in a suit knitting. So it's quite it's quite different, man. Like I said, it's quite suspenseful, if that's a word.
I would not trust a guy in a suit that's knitting.
That's it. I wouldn't trust him either.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That's different.
And apart from that, I've got something else in the works with my agents. But when that's more solid on the ground, God willing, definitely by God's grace, I'll announce it, man.
Nice. So please look out for FUNSHO Actor. Before we end, I just wanted to say smoothie of the day, which I made early on today, which is mango, pineapple. I put a bit of papaya. For those of you that don't know, papaya is a fruit, an exotic fruit, which is originally grown from Mexico, South America, and the Caribbean islands. And also I put some lemon and water inside, and I just blended it together. That's smoothie of the day. If you can check that out, because I'm telling you guys, you have to keep on your smoothies if you want to stay healthy out here. Because some of these drinks are concentrated and they're not good for you. They make it sound like they're good for you with one of your 5 a day, but it's not good for you. Make your smoothies. That's what you should do.
Or Evian, man.
Or Evian. So that's smoothie of the day, mango and pineapple. And before we end out as well, I wanted to give you, free of charge, this is what we do for our stars of this generation. We give out free t-shirts.
Thank you,
on the house.
Thank you, bro.
No problem, man.
I needed a white tee as well. I needed a white tee, man. You don't even understand. Like, this dude has helped me out. Like, I needed a white tee as well, man. Thank you. I hope this is a medium as well.
Yeah, medium.
Oh, perfect, man. Oh, yes.
That's it. See, we treat our people good.
Man.
T-shirts.
My guy from way back support this, man. Dizgeneration. He's always been a focused dude since I've met him, man. And we met each other when we was like 18. We're about 22 now. Yeah. Still young dudes, but a lot more advanced than the average.
That's it. But we're staying focused. Yeah. And I'm glad we kept in contact. We could do this interview. And we wish you the best, man. We wish you the best with the action.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man.
We're going to continue to support.
Definitely, bro.
So this is my guy, FUNSHO Actor, Dizgeneration. I hope you guys check him out, and I hope you guys enjoy the interview. One love.
Yes, Maggie. Nope, don't worry, I'll take care of that. Yes? You too. And give my regards to Donald. Thank you. Will, how are you doing? Rachel isn't working you too hard, I hope.
No, sir, I'm enjoying the work.
Good. What can I do for you?
I was wondering if I could have a moment of your time regarding some documents I came across.
Sure. Is this it? Where'd you find this stuff?
Mrs. Mallory had me file some more documents.
Sounds boring.
It's okay. As you can see, there's some incongruity regarding the amounts of funding received and spent. I highlighted it.
You shouldn't draw on official documents.
That's a copy.
Good. Don't worry about this. We just had some problems when they switched to the new program a few years ago.
I double-checked. You embezzled over $2 million in the last 5 years.
You don't know what you're talking about.
It's a pyramid scheme, basically. I think the police would be very interested in hearing about it.
What do you want?
Are you bribing me?
A paid position? Money?
Maybe I just want to see you rot in jail. Good to see that we have a mutual understanding. I want 10% and a staff position above Rachel. I can't stand that bitch. I'll leave you to work out the details.
Are you bribing me? Shout out to my guy FUNSHO. It's got a lot of talent. I know you're going places. Great interview. We discussed a lot of topics, and FUNSHO has a great portfolio under his belt. Great list of movies that he's been in, been featured in. Like I said, he's won awards. Man, I'm proud of him, and we're going to stay in contact. I want you guys to support FUNSHO, keep on watching. He's going to keep you updated with any movies or any projects he's got coming up, and support FUNSHO actor doing his thing. Going to be in big movies soon, man, I tell you. Support the movement, Dizgeneration, more interviews to come. Leviticus, I'm out.